Welcome to Civil Engineers Adda. So today we are going to see the analysis of the column beam joint that we have already modeled in our previous video. So if you have not watched that video, I will give the link in the description. You can just go and watch the video and then come back to this video. Okay. So I'm going to analyze this in mechanical template. So let's begin with analysis. So all the material should be assigned with proper material assignment should be proper. I have selected this both elements as concrete default material from ANSYS library. So let's begin our analysis here. Okay, so let me start. Already I have selected the workbench. So in that I have already selected the mechanical part already here. Everything is perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do, just give you the recap of the analysis that I've already done previously. So meshing, see, very important thing, the meshing I have selected as a 50 mm, since this beam is 1 meter height and this is 350 mm beam. Okay, the projection is 350 mm, that is 0.35 meters. The length of this column or column height is 1 meter, that I have already considered. So now the 50 mm meshing is done. So what next, what I have done, I have put a fixed support here. Okay, I have selected my fixed support here. In the first static structural AFI analysis, what I have done is I have selected the fixed support at the bottom. As you already know that the column will be fixed at the bottom. Actually it will be fixed at the top also, but I am not considering it here, because if it is fixed here then the stresses will not be transferred. Okay, so now a solution part, now force. Okay, so what I have done is I have selected a force of 197.7 kilonewton. Actually I have selected this particular value because I have seen some paper. I was just cross verifying I was reading a paper, so I was cross verifying about the results. So I have selected this as 197. You can go with any other load. I have applied my load only for the column here. Okay, in this case I have applied my load only for the column, so you'll be able to see in that way. So okay, so not this part here. So let me go to the uh, analysis. Okay, after analysis what I have done, I have analyzed the things here. Just see here. Okay, solution side, maximum principal stress. So you can see here the maximum principal stress. How do you get it? So just see here the maximum principal stress. The column is just taking load here. Okay, this is the maximum principal stress. When I load this column here, so it will obviously it will get deformed. Okay, along with this here. So total deformation, just you can expect the total deformation to be maximum at the application of load intensity. So I have applied my load here at the top, so the column buckling also will be at the top only. Okay, so next thing, so let me begin my analysis. So I will just, what I'm going to do, I will just duplicate. See, you can do a duplicate of this result here, so that once the analysis has been done, and if you are not if you don't want that to be erased or off, so then you can go for duplicate, because you can select a different support or different loading condition there and then check. Okay, why I'm selecting duplicate? Otherwise I could have changed here, because I don't want to lose these results. Okay, I don't want these results to be lost, or if some error exists, if any error comes in my analysis now that I'm doing now, my previous results will not get affected. Okay, I will be having that result. So that is the reason that we are going to do a duplicate. Okay, option. So right click, duplicate. Okay, now duplicate static structural 3 has been created here. So now again let's see where all the fixed supports are there. This is a fixed support here. So one more fixed support I have given here is I have selected these two edges here. So the beam column junction or interface, I have selected two edges here. It is showing geometry, that is two edges here. So I have selected the two edges here as a fixed support. Okay, if you are selecting this entire part also, no problem. See, when I select this part, no, it is selecting as an entire thing, so only I'm just going for this part here. Okay, now what I'm going to do, force. So now here, my dear friends, what I'm going to do here is I'm applying a force here. So the force is around 50 kilonewton. Okay, this force is around 50 kilonewton. Let me do it as 100 kilonewton. So it is in newtons, so 5 zeros, 3 for 100 kilonewton, 2 0 for 100, and just 3 for kilonewton. Okay, totally 5 zeros for 100 kilonewton. Now what I'm going to do, this is a support here, fixed, everything is done here. So now I am going to do the analysis. Okay, let me insert some two parameters here. Okay, total deformation is already present, so no need to enter things. So there directly I will go to the solution part and I will ask to solve. So it's loading here. So let me pause my video here, then I will on it when the analysis is complete. Okay. So my dear friends, the analysis has been done here already. So let's see the maximum principal stress. Oh, just see here. So just see the, my dear friends, the bonding is not proper. Total deformation, just see here. You have seen the deformation here at the maximum free end. The free end, the maximum deflection is there. See my dear friends, just see the bonding between these reinforcements and the concrete is not correct. Okay, the bonding between the maximum principal stress and this one is not correct. So let me correct that mistake here. I will just show you how to do that as a correction here. So in the connections, just go to the connections, their contact regions are there here. So let me check the contact region for the beam. Okay, so the contact regions, just see this region here, this region or this region and the column, this region has to be selected as bonded. Okay, it is bonded, but the reinforcements, just see my reinforcements here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert a manual region here, create, insert a manual contact region. Okay, so now you have to select. So we should be very careful while selecting the contact body and the target body. So that is very important here. So what all, these are all the contact bodies. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select my reinforcements as target and the concrete as a contact body. Okay, just let's see here how it will work out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select as a 3D object here. So first of all, what I'm going to do here is I have to select the reinforcements inside here. So for that I need to go to the geometry, then column, I should say it as not a column. So once I should go out here, so I should select a face here, and then I should say it as a hide body. Now here hide body. So now only the reinforcements are visible to us. So now we can make the use of that contact region. So where is that manual contact? Okay, so we have selected here. So let's select our contact regions. So select the body, you have to select the body. So select the body here, hold control and do perform this operation so that all the elements are selected. So first let us select the stirrups here. So let us select our stirrups first. So little bit you have to zoom in and zoom out while doing this. Okay, and anyhow we have to select that. So what I'm going to do, I was just selecting my column here, so I don't know why this part is not getting selected here. Oh my god, I made any change to my model here. So let's see whether this part, why it's not getting selected. This part is not getting selected, my dear friends. So let's see whether other parts will get selected or no. So let me check this here. So here everything is selected. Now let's select the stirrups here. So everything is going fine up to now. So we will select this as a contact region here. So there's one more stirrup here. So just zoom out and just check. Oh, one more stirrup is not selected here. Yes, everything is selected. Just see here, everything all the reinforcement have been selected. So let us make them as a contact region. So they are our contact regions. So next what I'm going to do is I'm next going to do the concrete elements. So let me show all bodies. Now this both elements I am going to make them as, now this both elements what I'm going to do, I'm just going to make them as my target. So color has been changed, my dear friends. You can just see the contact body in the red shape here and the target as a blue shape here. Okay, so I hope you understood this. So let's perform the analysis. So let's perform the analysis. What we are going to do, let me check all those things. Let it be okay, no problem, not a problem. So this is the bonded here. Everything is been done. Okay, let's select this as bonded and just check with our analysis. Okay, so just go here, everything is done. So this part is not been analyzed here. Solution, okay, no problem, no problem, no problem. So I think everything is changed here a little bit. Okay, now I will perform the analysis of one such result here. Since the force is only acting here, let me check with this. I'll say solve. So unless and until it's solved, I am just going to pause this video, guys. So my dear friends, you're going to see the analysis. You have seen the analysis here. So the maximum principal stress for a load of 197 kilonewton is 74 megapascal. Okay, so this is the 74 megapascal load for this value. Okay, so the total deformation, you can see the total deformation is maximum at the top surface at the point of application of load. So here also the stresses are getting yielded. So you can just see that the green portion, it's just starting to take the stress. Okay, so it's just starting to take the stress. So in this way you can analyze a beam column joint. Okay, so you can see the maximum principal stress. So maximum, we usually see the maximum principal stress because we don't go for von Mises test, that is equivalent stress for von Mises, because that is very well valid for the ductile materials. So our concrete being a brittle material, the maximum principal stress criteria is taken for the failure criteria, not the von Mises, because it is valid for the ductile materials. And for mechanical engineering people, they will be mostly dealing with the steel elements and other things, so they will take the equivalent stress, that is von Mises. Okay, so I hope you understood how to do the analysis here. So analysis part is very simple. If you have modeled the column beam joint correctly, then the analysis will not be a problem. So you can just go on increasing your load. Okay, now I have taken 197 kilonewton. You can go on increasing your load and then verify with your results. Okay, I hope this is clear. So this is fine. So meet you in my next videos. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Take care. Thank you.